Hey there, Careblazer, welcome back. I am excited for today's video because I really believe that if you apply the principles that I'm going to talk about in this video, it can not only turn around your caregiving situation, but it can literally turn around your life. If you are like most of the Careblazers I talk to, then you're probably feeling overwhelmed, tired, and stressed. Take a look back at your life over the past 6 months to a year. Has your life, your diet, your exercise, your relationships, the overall quality of your life, has it improved and gotten better, or has it gotten worse? A lot of the Careblazers I talk to who have been in this situation for quite a while, when I ask them this question, they look back and they can see that they've kind of let their diet go, they've started to gain weight, they're no longer talking to the friends that were really important to them, that they had great relationships with. They've stopped doing things that they've really enjoyed. The caregiving has pretty much consumed their whole life, and they find it really difficult to try to find time and find ways to start to live a life that they feel good about while caring for their loved one with dementia. Well, it is totally understandable how life can seem to just get off track when you're caring for a loved one with dementia. I want to share with you something that can help you get back on track and help you get back the momentum you need to start living a life you feel good about. So if you are a Careblazer who is saying things to yourself like, I just don't have time to work out, I don't have time to do the things that I want for myself, I don't have the time or the ability to be able to go out with my friends. If you find yourself saying anything like this to yourself or anything similar, then I really want you to pay attention to this video. Now, the way the brain works is what you tell yourself over and over again starts to become something you believe. Your thinking, your thoughts that you repeat to yourself over and over again become your beliefs. And when you are telling yourself over and over again, you don't have the time, you don't have the ability, there's just no way, it's too difficult, your brain believes those things, and so your brain is totally shut down from trying to think of any strategy or any solution or any way to try to help improve the situation. Your brain you've already told your brain there's just no way, that it's too difficult, that it's impossible. So your brain is not taking the time to try to figure out another solution. Now, what I'm about to say is a simple concept. It's not easy to apply, but it's simple. And if you take this in and apply it to your life, I do think it can start to turn your life around. When I say this, your brain is automatically going to want to shut down and push it out of the way and say, that will never work for me or my situation because X, Y, or Z. I really want you to keep an open mind here, Careblazer, and let this sink in and think about it. In the words of the wise Brooke Castillo, who I love, when you ask great questions, you get great answers. This is how I want you to apply this statement to your caregiving situation. What questions can you ask yourself to help you get the answers that would improve your situation? So instead of saying to yourself and telling your brain, I have no time to work out, you could instead ask your brain, how can I find time to work out and still take good care of my loved one with dementia? Right? Whatever it is that you want. Maybe you want to eat healthier. How is it that I can find ways to cook healthy meals while still find all the time I need to care for my loved one with dementia? How is it that I can still see my friend and meet up with her for coffee every now and then while still providing good care for my loved one with dementia? Your brain opens up to possibilities and solutions that your brain was not open to when you just tell your brain, I just have no time. There's just no way. I can't do that. Do you see the difference there? It's so subtle, it's small, but it's everything. It really does make a big difference, because when you ask yourself great questions like, How can I still meet up with my friend for coffee every now and then and still provide good care for my loved one with dementia? You start brainstorming. You might think, well, maybe my friend can bring the coffee to me and maybe we can have a coffee date here. Maybe I can ask somebody from my church to watch my loved one for 2 hours once a month while I meet up with my friend for coffee. You start to come up with ideas that your brain is never going to come up with when you keep telling your brain that you just can't do it, that there's just no time, and that it's impossible. Just by asking yourself better questions, great questions, you open your brain up to possibilities and solutions that otherwise your brain would not be open to. Careblazer, there is literally no downside to trying this out. Worst case scenario, if you were to try this approach out, is that you end up right back in whatever situation you're in right now. So ask yourself, what is something you really like to improve in your life, something you'd really like to change, and then ask yourself, how can you do that thing while still caring for your loved one with dementia? How can you still do the things that are important to you while caring for your loved one with dementia? Just choose one area, one thing that you'd like to start with, and brainstorm and come up with possible solutions, ideas, write them down, and then see what one you'd like to explore. This is my challenge to you, Careblazer. I really love to know what that one thing is you'd like to start with. Let me know by leaving a comment below. Open your mind up to this possibility. I promise the only thing that can happen is that you can actually start to make improvement and start to make positive change in the areas that you want to make positive change in, or you just stay exactly where you are right now. Right? There's no downside to this approach. I really do hope you'll have the success with this approach that many other Careblazers have had. I will be back next week with another video. Until then, Careblazer, keep up the great work. Bye.